They're gonna have their work cut out for them. Staring at O2 dead in the face if this one doesn't go their way.
Yeah, and it was a very winnable opening match for OG as well, right? In terms of being, level pegging against their opponent with some of the tier 1 teams we have in this tournament coming straight through into the groups. I don't think OG could have got a better matchup. They've got to make right by their opportunity. On the flip side, these mice aren't timid anymore. An explosive opening map. And on their pick, it will start the same. frozen with a quick tap down.
Do it again.
There's more to do.
Do it again.
They're just running it long.
Hell yeah, of course they are. Look at this.
It's over. The round's over, Harry. The round is literally over.
The round is literally over. You can quote him on that. There's no way. There's no way back into this for OG.
Now I'm really confident.
Now you're really...
Now I'm really confident.
What a smart...
They're hunting frozen. They can't even win the round. They're hunting frozen. Okay, they can win the round. Let's see what they can do. There's a kit on flameZ, but it's down in CT, and that's exactly what MOUZ are playing. So OG need to cover mad ground to get back in this round. Nexa leading the fray. Good flash. Gonna buy a couple of seconds, if not get a kill. Degster swapping off to the Glock. Up close in their face. There's a nice trade. Porsche buys 2, and Fiku was not even close to winning that round. I said there was no chance, Harry. And it almost got close. 1-0 for MOUZ. Very nice try for OG, because they were absolutely rumbled from positions alone in a 3-on-5, hunting ghosts at long. But still they make that interesting, however, not interesting enough. And, one of my angles on the last map was, oh, hey, MOUZ, back at the Major, they had trouble on Inferno. They lost it to Cloud9. They lost it to Outsiders, despite some great results. Well, back at the Major on Overpass, they won this map to Cloud9. They won this map against the Outsiders. So worries are going to get even bigger now for OG, who don't have that same pedigree. Oh! God damn. No escaping xertioN's clutches. flameZ fingers on the trigger, and he'll fall after one. MOUZ handing out Ls, as they can even group down into B if they want. Just connector in the way. frozen's already lurking outside a monster.
Dude, and this is where the fact that you don't actually have degster's scout in the A site, it would have been very easy to put together that util volley going over was a fake if you had someone there. They didn't have that for OG, so they were starting to shuffle these B players out. As a result, they're not super entrenched here. Good kill from nexa's deagle. They start to cross into the site now. They lose Fiku. Nexa can't have much of a say. Swinging out, damage done, but they all face him together. And so it's just degster left up in heaven with this scout. And everyone from MOUZ tucked in monster side. They're not giving him this fight. They actually did immediately swing it as he left the angle. Ooh. But now they've spotted him. They know he's here. They don't have to give him this. They've got no reason to go fighting. They have so much more to lose than
Look how sure they are.
They're all leaving. They're like, brah, he's saving. Degster thought about it for a moment. He's like, I don't actually want to be the guy that gets 10-second defused. And so he won't be. MOUZ with a second. They find that conversion. And considering how hard we've seen, some teams find the T side of Overpass, getting the pistol, getting the conversions is super valuable.
That can be half of your half, right? Like, off the bat, a 6-round half, don't say a quarter, a 6-round half is good on this map right now. So, yeah, getting a 3-0 off the top. And I don't have any expectation that MOUZ are going to go 3-0 and then suddenly get swept.
Yeah.
So...
All right, so half a half, but what's half a quarter?
An 8.
Hey, quick maths. Nailed it.
Very difficult.
But what's an 1/8 of 1/64?
Tiny.
frozen with the Mac 10 making money. This guy don't know fractions. He only deals in big checks. $1,200 in his back pocket after that Mac 10 pops off.
Call that a big check. frozen's in it for more. He's in it for glory, Harry. Oh, and you can't go back up. Nexa's like, oh, I was just jump spotting, not boosting. And MOUZ, they're on top right now. Top site with that molly. Disappears into thin air. And degster. Scout won't play a factor, it seems. Jump scout, I love it, but it's not what it once was. Do you think they should bring that back? Make the jump scout as disgusting as it was back in the day? I love those clips.
Yeah, I mean, a part of me also just doesn't trust, because of the level that we're at, right, and how the game's changed. I think people would just, like, really overdo it, and it would be like, oh, this can't be like this anymore.
Yeah, you've got a point. It was fun while it lasted. Gone, but not forgotten. Nexa, he might be gone and forgotten. No AK to save today. 3-0 for MOUZ, as the doctor ordered. Oh, I like the slow-mo Mac 10 sound. It sounds meaty, punchy. Frozen made 1,800 bucks.
All right, AWP's bought out on either side of the field. Torshi versus degster. Not a head-to-head in terms of the AWPs that we actually got to really see on Inferno, right? Just sort of the nature of the map that you lean away from it on the T sides. But here on Overpass, you can feel right at home with that AWP. So this is probably the best kind of direct comparison that we've had yet in this series as to how it's going to go. Now spread out, taking a bit of a default to open up his first proper rifle round. They've got con control, they've got mid, still waiting outside of Monster as well. So a lot of options open here, right? You're throwing out a bit of a feeler, you're seeing if you catch anything on your line. It's a fishing reference. Nexa! The big carp over towards shore.
He could escape, he could get out like a trout, but hanging around in water for a little bit more.
They call him Carpe Diem. Seize the day. NEOFRAG's push through long. Coming in with a wraparound from behind. No one's considering this right now. No one's keeping an eye on it. No one's even thinking about it. And so NEOFRAG could be in a great spot, but oh, Torshi will turn around and deal with him. In the meantime, xertioN's opened up into this A site. Plant coming in. degster here with the AWP, but it's shut out of the round. And with it, OG might follow 2 versus 3 if they don't get a kill quick. This will be the save, but that's enticed them. Nexa gives them a reason to believe, but degster's trying to take it away. And now they've traded places with this bank control. Viku's job just got that much harder. 2 angles that are worlds apart in this 1v2. He's trying to sniff out that second man. Only knows about the bank player, and Torshi now plays his hand. It's a 4-0 for MOUZ. They win that first rifle, and hell, man, we were saying, like, the pistol, that can sometimes be like 50% of your rounds on the T side of Overpass for MOUZ. They're now in a spot where they can get up to this 5-0 start. That is just crazy for a T side to have this kind of attraction, you know, early on in a game.
This can get out of control very quickly, and I love that reroute from Torshi to go back to long as well. You could see just from how Viku was playing the 1v2, he had degster trapped in a corner who gave him nothing, and he's just hunting for that second player, checking everywhere but the long side. Completely unexpected. Frozen getting hunted right now. He hears them though. Put some distance. Pulls out. Oh, the wallbang. Oh, Viku just, they're walking into it. Dangerous. Almost paid the price with their life. And meanwhile, MOUZ are out Monster. They might have even heard the damage done. Next is a dead man. There's still a second in the pit who will catch them off guard. 5-7, chews up, but it won't finish the job. 4-on-3 with the site under MOUZ control. It's a nice grenade, but they've got to get space. That smoke might give them a bit of room as xertioN goes up and over the top to find that kill. And this is looking like another MOUZ round on the anti-eco. xertioN's just hungry. 3 already. And he was a huge piece of the pie back in the last map. That's a very awkward smoke. Don't know how that happens, but xertioN didn't mind. Shot all those kills through heaven. And this is a game where degster, someone who is highly touted, was the highest rated player of Team Spirit back at Antwerp that got them to a semi-final. He needs to come in strong into this next gun round with an AWP as well. Barely got a shot off in the previous rifle round. Orbs aboard. NEOFRAG 0-4 in connector. He's going to get instant mollied. Does win that fight through it though, and if he wants, he can escape and go back to the A site. He's got room with a mid molly and a smoke in the way. Oh, but Torshi's waiting for the re-aggress. Missed shot rare for Torshi, and even though degster misses his as well, he can go all the way back to the bomb site, and this round is uprooted a bit now for MOUZ. They haven't even cleared out NEOFRAG, and he escapes through B short with the assistance of his team. So OG's routing right now looking very good. And they're freed up to rotate 3 to that top site.
Yeah, this is going to be a real uphill battle for MOUZ. Other issue they're going to have is, you know, last thing they knew, they lost the short control, so they don't really even have that ability to duck back down here. They're all in, they're committed into this stack. degster with the trade, and frozen, trapped down in the connector. 1 versus 4 on his plate. Bomb on his back, and a 1v2 wherever he goes. Looks like he will just elect to save on this one. Doesn't want to give it a try, doesn't want to give it a go. Gets out of the round with the AWP and brings it into the next. Lovely round out of NEOFRAG.
Yeah.
Perfect time to have him stand and deliver with a performance like that. One of the things that felt like it maybe went amiss on Inferno. Oftentimes a real beast when it comes to getting entries up through Banana. He had a bit of a strugglesome time, I think it's fair to say. But if that's a sign of things to come, OG have still got some fight left in them.
Yeah, first control we've seen on CT side as well since Pistol, so goes a long way. You can see how much MOUZ wanted it, just the fact that it sent Torshi through solo with the orb after the first player dies.
Torshi's
great util, yeah. Bullied in middle. They just ran through the molly. They didn't even smoke it, but every footstep's being heard right now. NEOFRAG might just have 2 kills on a platter. They think they've gamed OG. Nothing of the sort. The orb's on the angle, though. NEOFRAG tries to... Oh, beautiful! He baits the shot out. He takes the shot, and he moves on with the kill. Through the smoke, denied. And that's all part of the master plan for MOUZ, trying to fake out that they had no one mid by not smoking that molly and just running through. But it doesn't work when OG hit every footstep. And NEOFRAG, it wasn't just one lucky round. He's done it twice now. And put MOUZ in quite the predicament.
Dude, on just like raw Counter-Strike theory, that's a very cool idea for MOUZ, but yeah, just entirely uprooted.
Cheeky.
By the long toilet player.
But if no one's there, they get an immense amount of room. They probably get to the bomb site before they get spotted. I imagine they walk once they get past long toilets, so a short player doesn't hear them.
Not much going right for MOUZ in this one. OG a chance to keep it nice and clean.
Well, he could nade out Fika right now. He could. That would be a guaranteed kill if he just lobbed it to pop out Monster. Will not opt to do so. It's a shame. Teammate probably called he was low.
Well, all right, look, you kind of throwing in. That one there was MOUZ trying to be tricky around the mid util setup, right? Trying to play the mind game. with OG. They come up short, so I assume we don't see them take risks like that again, right? That was kind of your feel around for throwing something a little wilder out there. Trying to keep us faster by surprise.
This takes the leg. But you can brush it off if you're MOUZ. It's not really a big worry. This smoke will go on the molly this time. Took a lot of damage previous.
Torshi's been left posted up long. On mid now. He just repositioned. Waiting to see if any aggression comes through, but it's not screaming that MOUZ actually want to go and take mid. So we're going to see them start to fall back now, right? They've got connector. That leaves some options open to you. And you at least know that you've pushed OG off of mid. They didn't do anything with that molly that they lobbed in earlier. They're not trying to fight for this control. Now MOUZ go back and they group outside a monster, looking like they want to come through with that flashbang. Only one kill from it, frozen. Goes on a double up, but it's flameZ with the reply. Low on ammo, just gets the third. Chased down by JDC, but he gets out of there. And now JDC's trapped in the middle of the site. The one player who had to take a firepower hit left in that clutch, and the Deagle does not serve him well. OG, they can thank flameZ for that round. A lovely 3K there. Easier said than done with the A1S outside a monster as well. He had to make every bullet count in that position.
Yeah, even that flash doesn't go deep enough because it's meant to just be for close monster or even far monster, but Fiku's up on top of that railing, so need the flash to just go a little bit further, and Fiku probably doesn't get away with one, and MOUZ trade out better in that execute. Say execute, it was literally a flash play, that's all they used. And, you know, it can be difficult to get rounds going on T-side Overpass. That's why this 5-0 was so impressive. Reality's more so setting in now, but it's why MOUZ are trying cheeky little plays to, you know, just pop out and win a round off the back of the opener. Steamrolling is one way to do it, but currently nothing's getting flattened. OG are holding strong. Stop. Nice flick for degster. And he actually goes back for more, but a player's already out. He's taken two with him. Torshi makes steps. That's called over. NEOFRAG jumps the gun, and the flash just lands, but degster already fired. 2v4. MOUZ looking to break some money out, but winning this round is a tough ask. degster still has the bomb.
Oh, nexa on this rotate up. That one shot has actually given away his positioning, Con. Oh, that could have been it for xertioN. Instead, it's an opportunity that sails on past them, so the Deags don't make it interesting. But now MOUZ have got another chance to run this back. Right now, yeah, this kind of little dynamic duo over towards the upper side of the map in NEOFRAG and degster are doing a hell of a lot to make life miserable over here. And then to make matters worse, down on the B site, we've had some great holds out of guys like flameZ and Fiku. So alarm bells starting to go off, right? We've kind of got these hero players that were missing for OG back on Inferno starting to arrive. There's a real, you know, core to the firepower here. There's some dependable voices that we're able to rely on. Not a challenge that I think MOUZ are expecting, not in this way after how that first map went down.
Yeah, NEOFRAG was the bottom performer in the server last game. Didn't even get 10 kills. He's doing a lot better in terms of impact. He's only on 6, but he's had that big 3K and 2K that won a round single-handedly for OG. MOUZ molly to mid, but they have a gap behind it for that AWP, and Torshi tries to fight for it. Nice grenade. Heavy at B. OG were expecting a quicker round towards this lower site. And they might be right about the intention, even if the pace isn't there. Although, as I say that, MOUZ leave B just entirely frozen on that lower lurk. And very slowly take mid. NEOFRAG's got a lot to do on his own right now, so flameZ eventually will move up and join him. But just from the setup and the spawn, it still looks like MOUZ want to go B. It's taking so long to get out middle.
Oh, while all this is happening, short water's getting taken by OG, right? They're starting to kind of flex this control a little bit, and that's because they have a lot of resources get dedicated down towards lower. So they kind of want something to show for it. They want that info. They want an idea as to how this round's shaping up. And now that they feel they've collected that, we might see a rotate of a third player over towards this upper side of the map looking to come through. Even though that's starting to happen with degster sneaking up, it does hinge on OG holding the line. NEOFRAG with one. Why not make it the double? He's causing trouble for MOUZ. Bomb gets away from them here. NEOFRAG doing it single-handedly. There's number 4. He's on for the ace. And as a lot of these rounds have ended, it's just frozeN left alive. Insurmountable odds, no bomb, and a save called. OG tie this game up with 5 in a row of their own.
Yeah, it'd be one thing to be seeing degster, you know, just styling with the AWP and toilets, doing what AWPers do on the city side, getting a shot, falling back, new angle, falling back. But right now, it's really just the rifle wreaking havoc on this top site. Let's recap the rounds. Triple killing Connector, where he gets 2 1v1s, exits back up to A through B short, gets another kill on that top site. Then that long cross play that MOUZ went for, where he dodges the AWP shot and gets 2 kills, shutting out MOUZ. Now he's put up 4 frags, while degster just chills in the site behind him. They just let NEOFRAG unleash, and he's got 30 rounds of pain to dish out. Excellent round from the guy. And he's doing all these 3 sick rounds on gun rounds. The other 2 they won are ecos, and that's when everyone else swoops in. Happy to take the
Always
kills.
the way.
Yeah. But hey.
Everyone's an entry when the enemy's on eco.
True. They're just so much easier, so much more fun. Now he's trapped in con this round. Will MOUZ put focus on this? He's not throwing any nades. He's not given this away for a change. They don't know. And they're going to find out the hard way. Knife out running through. And he can just exit B short again if he wants. He's got teammates there. But MOUZ need to focus on getting con control, because the rounds they're clearing it, he's not there. The rounds they're not clearing it, hello, pops his head out, drops the bomb. Degster finds another. NEOFRAG does hunt the kills, and that's given frozeN a frag.
Yeah, but at that moment, at this moment at least, that swing fight doesn't feel like it's going to have the biggest impact. Now, if it all gets out of control and it gets a bit weird in the 2v4, and we'll have a bit more to say about it, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. frozeN taking another head off, has to get past this AWP now, has to try and succeed where many others have failed before him, and degster refuses to give up this A site. 3 in the round for him, 2 for NEOFRAG, and yeah, it is this dynamic duo, the 2 of them really stepping up here. 23 kills deep between these 2 top site players. And you know, coming into this, we said, oh, MOUZ winning the pistol and getting the conversions is great, because that can be 50% of your T-side rounds.
At the end of the day, they can go 5-10, they're still fine, but with how this game started, you kind of would expect more from MOUZ. They need to, you know, the reason they're playing super... Oh my god, it's happening again. I was going to say, finally snuffed out. NEOFRAG is gone. He gets flashed in. flameZ is still in connector, but they're ready for it this time. And there's the AWP peeking one step too far. Degster felt the pressure for them coming up behind him, and he tries to move forward. OG get a little more than what they bargained for, but degster, a discount with the bomb.
What?
And they'll redeem their coupon code.
Okay, nexa's now dead, but Fiku, it's this guy. It's the clutch player in the 1v3 with the bomb by his feet.
They can't
The AWP's on him. Yeah. The AWP's holding him, and as he swings into that angle, Torshi locks him out of that clutch attempt. MOUZ tie us up at 6-all.
I'm not against OG, you know, playing a little more hyperactive in that round, is sending in NEOFRAG, going for it. It's the degster repeat with the AWP. He knows Torshi's there. He's just killed his teammate, and he's holding with the AWP. Degster just walks into the angle, and yeah, maybe he doesn't feel like he has the time to go backwards. He has to force the fight forward to take one more kill, but that's the swing kill that gets MOUZ back in control of that round, even despite the bomb getting lost. Some very scary rounds. please, MOUZ, clear connector. They have put a lot more focus on it here. With the smoke at door, they're going to go through it. Cheeky boys. JDC, I love that routing.
Yeah, right?
Out wide. And that's typically just a smoke on the blown up door to get you up the stairs.
Yeah, a cool way to manipulate that, right? Because when you see that smoke come down, it's a super standard bit of util, as you say, just normally serving the purpose to get out top con. Instead, he uses it to flex a bit of short control, now getting boosted as well. Shouldn't be anyone open to this, but there is.
Yeah.
Ooh, Fiku backing up into it. Just left the safety behind the pillar and found himself on the receiving end of the boost.
Oh, they know. NEOFRAG's in T-Spawn. He doesn't need to jump the gun here, but he doesn't know if it's clear or not. He's going to start making moves. They're stacked to B right now. Great flashbang this time for the Monster player. And JDC doubles up in the sight. If degster fired, that would have been a kill, but he didn't want to give it away, and they find him easy. 4-on-1, and this flank was excellent, but it will matter not. It just gave MOUZ more kills in the bomb site. Damn. I like that boost as well. They comboed it with a wood molly in front of Monster just to try and push a player back behind pillar. It wasn't what made Fiku move in that moment. He just shuffled a couple of steps back, but that's the intention there for MOUZ. And it feels like they do have, you know, a lot of them haven't worked in this game, but they do have a lot of tricks, a lot of little cheeky plays to try and get opening kills. And when you get an opening kill on the B site there, you just send it. 7
Also,
up.
I gotta say, you know, JDC's little movement piece to get out, that was so clean. Like, I always love watching that, you know, the surf of the top of the tunnel in Monster.
It's super hard to hit as a CT because you're aiming at one place and then
yeah, right.
Whoop.
And, you know, coupled with the flashes that they throw, great flashes, by the way. It's that short one that pops over the top for the close player, that close left angle you saw was left full blind, couldn't see a thing. But normally, that position's still good for something, right? Because they're coming through such a narrow choke just by holding left click, you kind of get rewarded, and that's where the little movement piece from JDC really was like just a chef's kiss moment in that round.
All right, NEOFRAG, he's going for it again. Flash through. xertioN was anti, it looked like. But he will get taken down. Torshi, he's been the king of trades in middle. And honestly, going 1-for-1 against NEOFRAG with the game he's having right now, MOUZ will take that. Gives him a lot more room. degster reroutes. Is this orb ready? Torshi still walking, and degster very quick to find that kill. They're still leaning B, but there's no bomb. Oh, now there's definitely no bomb.
Yeah, both these players coming out short, and that molly's forced them into the fight. A fight that they, you know, were trying to take, but not in that fashion. OG tie us up at 7-all, and that is a huge round for them to have picked up, because where this whole streak, the fact that, you know, OG had put all these rounds on the board consecutively, we're on the way to like a really strong CT side after a slow start. Where it could have fallen down is if they'd lost this round. They still would have been able to put a bit of an investment on the board, but it would have been lacking that AWP, most notably. And with how influential degster's been alongside, you know, his partner in crime, NEOFRAG, on the upper side, it's essential. And now they've got that. Now they've got a chance for an 8-7 half. degster's getting involved with the AWP, this time from long. They've been so used to facing him in middle. This might come as a bit of a surprise. They bait the shot, legged by the AWP. But they've taken a swing for degster. They don't finish the job, and so he's the one that gets away. NEOFRAG is gifted a kill in mid. The nade pull mid gunfight. It's an interesting move, not one we've seen before.
I can't believe degster's still alive in this round. He has absolutely snuck past them by going back into long toilets. And they don't even want to try and trifle with him now. They're hoping he comes to them. He will not. Back to the bomb site with you. And MOUZ, they've been having a lot of trouble getting through NEOFRAG and degster on this top site. So they're going to go back into the doldrums below. Nice setup for OG. They're playing a retake round on B. They did initially think things were coming in quicker on that A attack. But their mid-round aggression has been really nice, and flameZ is making another proactive move to flank connector. Is he going to go too soon, though? JDC's checking it. Oh, he saw him. Back for more. flameZ is committed. Can he get out? No. That's a 3-on-3, and now MOUZ know they're probably walking into a stack, but they don't have any other choice. 20 seconds, the bomb's out.
Fiku full blind, his teammate dead. This one started to change in the mid-round. Fiku's doing all he can, but JDC's wrapped him. And now it's just degster, the man that was legged right at the start of this round, left in the clutch. A 1v1. JDC on the other end of it. They tagged this guy for 84 damage when the round opened, but he might still be here to steal it away. JDC's up close. Is degster ready for this? A no-scope and a dream, but JDC puts a stop to him, and MOUZ have won out the first half of play.
They convert that one. Another partial buy from Liquid. We're 6-6. Aggression again. Annihilation long this time. Score at least showing his presence over towards Party. Annihilation will get a chance to find a pick against Elige.
This is an interesting head-to-head. Yakinda and Blitz. The best of the bunches. Blitz. Ooh, he's been baited out. This EU jiggle. Too good. Still gets the bows as Nitro cannot trade. Perfection from Blitz in the underpass. Techno tagged up on the wall bang. OC trying to poke his nose into the site, and a chance goes awry. OC down. Blitz. All of the frags. Maybe a fourth. Nope. Ask too much of that. Score goes down. It's Elige on the Tech 9, and so Annihilation's got his exit. He has to go all the way around the world to join NAF.
I think a little bit earlier in the piece, though, NAF had actually softened up Techno to 14 points of health here. So the B bomb site is actually pretty susceptible. You can see Techno now slinking back into a very passive setup. Bartak's going to keep his head down towards Barrel. And Bartak's really the key here.
Yeah, this is the fight. He can't let this one go, and then no slouch. America's finest. Gunning for you. Oh, and Flash doesn't help either. Bartak's let it go. Techno down. And this felt like a round with a double opening from Blitz. Now falls to Annihilation. Certainly no slouch in the clutch.
Has a smoke.
And everyone's looking at Heaven's side. He's covered some good ground here. Naf's going to be checking it on the ring around a Rosie. Spotted and deleted. Damn, sharp as ever. 7 already, and as you discussed, heading towards those double digits rapidly.
That was a 2v5. Blitz got 3 kills there from that connected position, dealt with the 2 individuals very early of Nitro and Yakinda. Then able to take down OC in the back as he was trying to find a pick over towards B. And they still dropped the round here. Here it is again in the highlight. So Blitz, fantastic. We know he can be sharp. Silence them for up close and personal. Then Elige in the back with the Tech 9 at range. The second is fantastic. And this one here, waiting for the flash, it cost Bartak, and that one's going to feel real good for Liquid.
It's going to feel real good for Elige. Bailing his squad out.
Well, an 8-7 half sees MOUZ in the lead, but this guy in this clutch, degster, might have fallen down in this moment, but he has been delivering throughout this map. Can he be the difference maker? Can him and NEOFRAG, as this tag team, keep up these performances to keep OG in this one? MOUZ now move on to the much preferred, the much favored CT side of their map pick. They're gonna have a lot of ideas here. Let's see what they got cooked up for us. Fast B play on the cards for OG.
Yeah, they're straight out and about. We got Julie's at short side, 3 CTs here, but OG own the entire site and then some more. They pushed up into CT already. and Torchy's trapped. He's fighting out like an animal, firing off, finding every shot, 2 kills, and his teammates come through the heaven smoke to help out. What a flank. He didn't even get all those kills. flameZ helped out as well, but that is a massacre.
Can we get a replay of that Torchy round? That was insane. That was crazy.
Yeah, MOUZ was set up really early for that play. As soon as they realized that no one was in mid, they were already running down connector.
Like, this is like 2 wild drive-by peaks into like the most sus 180 turn you've ever seen.
He didn't even get that one.
No, it looked like he did.
Yeah.
But my word,
no,
he just does such a good job of like causing complete and utter chaos as well. That's a B site that's fallen where the kills came in cleanly and right away. And he had to buy time now, luckily enough.
He jumped. He would have had a knife available there, but the turnaround. And yeah, you know, we're hyping this up for degster and for NEOFRAG especially, who have had a really good game. But at the end of the day, Harry, it was an 8-round T side. That is phenomenal. I think the 6 in a row on CT for OG really made us worry for a moment. But MOUZ's T side was immense. And Torchy, he's been dinked twice in this round and they still can't kill him. Ring around the rosy with flameZ, but not for long. Flowers picked. And the round as well, 10-7, and the bye for OG. But yeah, I think MOUZ feel like they're ready to 2-0 them tonight. 8 T rounds on Overpass is not normally. OG are going to need to come in very strong in their first bye, here and now. At least they have MOUZ on a bonus.
No attention towards B at the start of this round for OG. That means they're either going to have to take connector, try to go for that control a little bit later, or that the intent was never to even worry about that side of the map and that this was always destined to be an A play. Nexa not wanting to overcomplicate things to open up this T side, and they've slipped right past Torchy and degster. These 2 players responsible for A. flameZ starting to make his way up, and degster's now moving back, but they are far closer than he's ready for. They're already up through the short angle. Torchy dead over at long. If flameZ doesn't get a bunch of kills quick, this might just be the save, but the weaponry, makes you hesitant to want to call it, but it's really your only option here. The little drive, walk up the short side, the gap found for OG is enough to cement an 8th. The first rifle round pans out brilliantly for this squad, and it is kind of wild to think that degster and MOUZ in that first half, they tried a couple of these kind of timing-based plays, right? Trying to find gaps, trying to exploit, you know, an element of surprise running through the mid Molotovs. Never panned out for him. And OG are able to find that gap in the first rifle round they play.
Yeah, that's an unreal call to make into your first buy. What a play from Nexa to make that happen. And yeah, of course, probably didn't know it would definitely be that open, but they find the gap and they make do with it. They don't doubt it. They don't start running, they don't execute. And they catch MOUZ completely unaware, even with degster's slight consideration. Was not enough. 2 easy kills wins the round, and yeah, save that you don't want to make, like you said, but one that you literally cannot win. So MOUZ keep the bonus going a little bit longer, with a little bit more behind it, but it's a good start for OG. Keeping 5 alive means they're not susceptible to immediately being put to pistols. And MOUZ can't celebrate too early.
It's a complete change of pace here for OG. Right, while that last round kind of resided with a bit of speed, a bit of stealth about it, this is a much more standard spread out across the map. They have one man kind of responsible, holding for a B push. flameZ even in a position where he can lob util over towards that B side of the map. You can throw a lurk smoke from where he is right now. That could be used to put the fear in MOUZ about lower, while the rest of the gang are fixated with taking middle. It's a good trade on the con man. degster dead. Short water has been taken away, and xertioN is now posted with his MP9 up close.
Oh, no way he can get out. They're right behind him. They hear him running away. They need to trade this kill. Torshi's given a chance to escape. They're going to fight him from short. He's taking a new angle. He can even peek with his teammate, frozen. Molly's his back. So Torshi's just buying more time, 30 seconds. Time OG don't have to waste. That's a good grenade. He's going to swing with it, and it will finish what he started. Dink, and then blown up is Fiku. degster needed that entry, but Frozen's holding strong on the site, and nexa now needs a clutch. The bottom performer in the game right now, and he's already getting shot from behind. MOUZ find that rifle round OG and try and waltz right up middle yet again, but far more eyes on the prize this time. And no surprises for MOUZ. Put them on to 11. That was with a bad buy as well, right? Fami, MP9. Now MOUZ have got everything they need and more, including Torshi's big green. And he's taking it right into middle.
Yeah, he wants to try and strike up this conversation with degster again.
Smoked, flashed immediately though.
Things between these two was getting pretty heated in that first half. And he's keen to pick up where they left off.
degster knows if he wants to fight him, he knows exactly where to go. But these flashes have been really good for OG.
Oh, jumping this versus degster is dead. No, that's not going to work.
How many jumps did he want there? Kept going back for it. And OG. I love the grouping on this T side, right? Because MOUZ is 3-1-1. It was often a 4-1 as well. OG have 5 players working mid and long A right now. They don't care about map control, but still MOUZ have to be paranoid. You never know about lurks, and instead OG are just going to pop out along with a smoke flash, and there's no one even here to stop them.
Oh, degster tries to get up con, but ends up feeding the beast. And with the util having reigned over, MOUZ are already saving. They duck out, they leave, they give this one to OG. Yeah, you know, at this point, I think the onus is very much on MOUZ to try and uproot this, to try and get this info a little faster, right? Because they don't really... It's kind of a weird one, right? Because it's all been super grouped. You're hoping that degster's been able to piece this together, that they are just running these 5-man unit takes. And so what I'm hoping is that we're going to see MOUZ try to get a bit more involved over towards B, try to take away some of that short control, try to have that area on lockdown, so at bare minimum you have like an early warning system, and then that will free up that third player that's been down towards B to rotate over towards A, get a bit more involved there. Right now they're not really knowing what's happening till the take's happening, and it's with 5 running at them.
Yeah, just doing double setups in toilets is nice as well. Having one short toilet, one long toilet. That round, it's solo deep long and solo con. So if either of them fall, you lose so much info on either side of the map. So no time for that. We got the same map pool.
Yeah, so what's kind of nice is because these are like mirrored map pools, we get like a weird, every map when we cut to these AR link-ins, it's like that mapception. Not a very good branding, I guess, but...
Let's see what MOUZ come up with here. They are playing together on A, both CTs side by side, and a more standard round where they can actually defend the bomb site. Torshi will just take a shot, smoke off short, go back. And OG, it ain't broke, don't fix it. They just walk out mid together as 5. And again, contact the whole way. This is so ballsy. They might not be expecting the AWP, they just got rid of it. Torshi's just about afforded this weapon, but he has again missed the timings. Gonna reroute inside, and he will catch this one, but a missed shot. Uh-oh, Torshi, they're gonna run you down while they know they have you. That's the bomb, in fact. They need that trade kill. Torshi up close. Quick shot through the smoke. degster responds. This head-to-head duel rages on. 4-on-2, though, and there's so many CTs on this top site. Finally, with a double assisted by Torshi, MOUZ are ready to win this A round.
degster right behind xertioN.
Ow.
Hang on.
That's not 4x3, folks. We didn't see him on 16-9. Good check.
Let's go.
Good thing that xertioN did that, because if he'd gotten all the way into A, firstly, that probably would have triggered him to turn around and go like, okay, so I walked past someone at some point. And secondly, he could have even dropped down towards B and made it really weird in that moment there. This from Torshi was great, right? Because he knows what the response is going to be. He knows they're going to try and crunch him from both the bathrooms itself and through that short smoke. And so he goes and he just elects to really play close to that smoke, knowing someone's going to come through it, knowing otherwise he's going to get pincered from two different angles. Great decision-making in a high-pressure moment where Torshi had to deliver.
OG have done well on these rounds, but now they need to show depth on this T side, and it can be so hard on Overpass to show depth. If one player dies, if one thing goes wrong, if you lose your B lurker, suddenly you're just kind of forced into uncomfortable rounds. And that's why they've been playing very grouped and just very straightforward. But they're going to have to show something more here, because MOUZ have finally locked out an A attack. There we go, a bit more split this time. degster climbs up. Flashed off, though. OG force a bit of respect. They are heavy outside of B in this round. MOUZ start 4B, though, don't they? They've got a bit of an inkling, bit of a read. Torshi eventually rotates out because it's not a B rush. However, it is just a little delayed pop for OG. And again, contact. They've just been loving it. Wow.
Oh, lovely opener. Lovely way to get it. The B site rests on xertioN's shoulders. And only one kill from the man. Torshi might be here quickly, but with everyone else already gone, he's saving. The weirdness is there's actually only 2 players in B.
Yeah.
As he leaves, he's going to somewhere just as dangerous as the place that he's departing from. NEOFRAG's ready to remove the AWP, but Torshi doesn't want to part ways with it. No scope lands, and so that AWP will be kept into the following round. Regardless, OG, they are impressing me with their ability to remain competitive in this.
Yeah.
Trading rounds back and forth. Although if that keeps up, that's still good for MOUZ. They're still going to close this out. That's where you've really got to start capitalizing eventually, right? You want to start streaking something together if you're OG.
I'm just shocked at how basic these rounds have been, but how effective they've been, right? Like, they've just been going not only contact, but that round is one flashbang. That's really all it is. They nail JDC on barrel as they walk all the way through Monster, and then they just explode. Double entry, flameZ and nexa take down the CT player, they trade onto xertioN. Like, there's not really much to it there for OG, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, so, you even talked about it coming into that round there, and I really feel like this is nexa realizing that MOUZ aren't actually fighting anywhere early. That's all he started to learn here, right? Over towards A, they've gone for these creeps up through mid as 5. That round it's just a contact play out through Monster. And it's because MOUZ are trying to kind of have their cake and eat it too, right? They haven't been hyper involved in the early rounds. It's been passive on both sides of the map. Finally, there's a bit of a change to that in this round here and now. And so this is where OG could get burned by this grouped 5-man gameplay, because MOUZ have already taken short away, and so what that means is they know that no one was leaning B early. That frees up a third player to start to reinforce this A side of the map where OG are creeping in again.
Yeah, Torshi won't miss this twice, but he's just lost the timing. It's the paranoia of these contact plays. They're coming back to bite him. His teammate contact. They don't know, but they're running right by him in the toilet. Someone will surely check this. You'd like to think. Is it going to be flameZ? Torshi didn't make a step there. He's caught them. He's scoped up. A missed shot. There's too many targets. What's going on?
He's
Everyone
trapped.
on the A site is dead. And Torshi almost gets that bomb off the site. I cannot believe Fiku just sticks it in the middle of the madness. Full faith in his team. And I guess for good reason. It's the paranoia there, because Torshi has so many timings to catch them on short, but he keeps looking away, and that's because OG have been just walking into this A site. These are such weird rounds.
Yeah, it doesn't often play like this because normally when you have a CT AWP on Overpass, he's very keen to go through the motions of AWPing, right? He wants to take an early fight mid, then fall back to the next angle, which is usually around Divider, take another fight, fall back to toilet, take another fight there, get into the site if you can, take another fight there. You know, you kind of go through it in stages, but we're not getting that right now.
Well, in fairness, it's not like he can peek deep mid to actually know how many they're starting mid, because the one flash OG use at the start of every round is they flash over mid and they flash over party, one of either. And so whenever he goes for an early mid info peek, he does get flashed off. But yeah, not playing front toilet, not playing wide divider, just playing inside toilet. And OG kind of have the read on it right now. They know what's going on, and they're just trading into A. These are really weird rounds, to be honest. And I don't know if MOUZ know what to do about it. It's not looking like it. They have now been broken. And now it goes past trading rounds. OG 2 in a row, and a third almost inevitable. It's a cool boost on B, but it will find nothing, because what are OG doing? They're 4-man sneaking long. Dude, I've never seen a game of Overpass quite like this.
But like, this is literally just nexa going like, well, if they're never gonna check, if they're never gonna investigate, if they're gonna give us all this room, like hell, what else are we gonna do but use it? I really like how nexa just kind of taken this in his stride. Now,
where's the smoke? Oh, it's way too late. It's just way too late. And NEOFRAG, he was already out before it bloomed. They won't commit. They don't need to. Still got a minute on the clock. And hey, smoke spam might find the next kill, you never know. Oh, there's the assistance up from shorts. Torshi spams out one, but it's just frozen, and they're fine to fight him. They've got the numbers and the confidence to do it. OG are making this a 3-map series, whether MOUZ like it or not. 4 rounds away from Mirage, or 4 rounds away from a 2-0, but right now, MOUZ do not have the solutions.
Yeah, really, for me, it just kind of boils down to this. In 5v5s at the start of a round, you can't have both bomb sites playing passive, especially not when OG have been doing rounds like this, where it's not even like they're rushing you. I would almost understand being passive if you're getting rushed in these rounds, but you're not. It's slow contact. No util to telegraph it, and they're not going quick till they're right there knocking on your front door.
Ouch.
flameZ spams out xertioN to open this one up. Oh. degster adds another to the tally. Torshi finally decides to try and get involved on this mid fight, but degster does get the better of him.
Con play is nice, but it's a 5v3. Oh, degster flashed up, but now they know he's almost certainly there with that flash coming from the B site. They've got to be more cautious towards Con, and he's still scared of his back as well. OG just going to group now. They did start a little more defaulty in this round, but kills on both sites. They know they have MOUZ right where they want them, in the trap. degster. Oh dear, they're everywhere. They're all over you. And now OG, for the first time in this game, make footsteps on A short. And they're still going to go back down lower. Oh, that might change their mind. flameZ loses control. JDC will stay anchored. Committed. But he's done a lot of damage, and it's a 4v2.
It's 4v2. Frozen over at CT.
They haven't checked.
They don't know about JDC. They haven't checked for him. They think he's the CT guy. They think he's the graffiti guy. Oh, that could have been so much more. JDC does all he can.
It's the planter who sees him, right? It's the planter, and that allows,
their eyes lock.
Yeah, nexa probably like saw the radar, the blip on the radar when Fiku looked right at him. JDC wanted at least 2 kills from that, at least, and still you'd hope for more. But he has to take the shot when he gets spotted. God damn! Good save from nexa. Not an easy kill to get that quickly. He stops that round from getting out of control at all. And this game is so close, but unlike our B stream, where IHC, who did start Inferno very strong, have met their maker. And Liquid look to push them into the lower bracket. That's what this game felt like it was going to be as well, Harry. But OG had pulled together an immense T side with 4 rounds in a row, with 6 out of the last 8. And MOUZ are on pistols. Did not think this game was going to go so close. And OG now, they're going to start lobbing nade sets. But there's no one here at least.
It's like the first time we've had to see it even get that elevated for OG.
And now MOUZ know they started 3B, sure, but OG are just going to reset. It's a very aggressive round. I like it for MOUZ. Nothing to lose. If degster can get here quick, he could even flash them round the long corner. Oopsie. 3 long, 4 long, really. But what are OG going to do? They're probably going to walk right by them, Harry, like ships in the night.
Well, yeah, because, hey, I wonder if that thing we've done every round that they still haven't adjusted to is going to work. Ooh. This time, Torshi's here. And we're to keep an eye on it.
He should just, like, bait his team and run back to the side. Oh, they've aggressed.
They've coupled it with the long push.
The knife out.
Nexa with a trade. But this is the bomb. This is the bomb, and it's nearly surrounded. If he just tries to slink away, deals with degster. flameZ still lost to the hands of time over towards long. They're already up and past him. They're already in the toilets, and he's not reacting. He's just having to sit here and wait.
Threw the gun out. That's a very big detail.
With the backstab, maybe there's a timing. Maybe there's a timing of flames here. Oh, he just turns. There is a timing, all right, and flameZ finds it. Torshi with his scavenged gun. He's been the one light at the end of the tunnel for MOUZ here. He's got to deliver. 2 in the round right now, and JDC wrapping. Not able to stop the plant, but is good for the kill. The Deagle with 1. Fiku able to find his fortune in bank. Drops out at the dumpster, but doesn't commit to the drop down. The bomb. Watchable, observable from Truck, but he wants to fight. He wants the kill, and Fiku lives and breathes in the clutches. OG on to 14. This T-side, something to be marveled at for MOUZ. It's a good attempt in a round that they didn't have a lot to go off of, but now they need success, or else this one is going to Mirage as the 3rd.
And look at that. That is the most stressful round OG have had to play, and they play it excellently. What a check for flameZ, what a clutch for Fiku. But it's the one where MOUZ actually takes some real estate, Harry. They try and force some fights. They play proactive. They flash some corners. They don't just let OG have the entire map. And it makes all the difference, but still, they don't win it, do they? Now there's an AWP B short. This is a big change for OG. Not really seen much of the T-side AWP be needed. But degster, if he can get this opening kill, you know they're ready to pop out monster. The kill's coming to them, and blind shot for degster. Condor open, degster kills degster and follows up to flameZ. So now MOUZ back in control. They were already running out monster. They were ready to commit off the pick, but MOUZ are throwing a spanner in the works. JDC playing very safe, not wanting to give them that entry. It's NEOFRAG who finds it on the flank instead, and OG goes, screw it. You've equalized the numbers. Let's reset. Let's make them sweat.
Oh, you might have seen feet.
Yeah.
Committing to that fight as the smoke comes in. It's ballsy for JDC. Not a good angle for him, but he just wanted the info. He's bought down low. And OG, they made it look like they were going back. They made it look like they were leaving. But in reality, they want to play into this B site after all. Oh, plenty of util still to go off of as well, right? Plenty of mollies, 3 in fact. Smoke for heaven, double flash to help commit to this push. Gonna make life miserable for the 2 B site defenders. Molly goes in, but JDC at the pillar is safe. He'll be unscathed. No one else lobbing in this util. They don't want to telegraph it any more than this. But now with that spot, MOUZ know what's up. They know the game's afoot here. flameZ dropping down. Molly keeps him pinned in. Torshi arrives on the scene now as well. But if they go for this and come up short, this one is going to a 3rd. Torshi with that AWP brings us back into the 2v2. Nexa, one side of the monster tunnel. NEOFRAG on the other. Out behind the gel, Nexa's looking to put him away for a long time. Frozen left in this one all alone, and Nexa nails him on the swing. Map point to OG, and Mirage is just one round away.
This is one of the most unbelievable T-sides on Overpass I've ever seen, and what a well-called game out of Nexa. What, you know, NEOFRAG, who was going crazy first half, it felt like it didn't even matter, and now it's really coming up top trumps. Degs is right behind him, even getting those entry kills in the first place. I cannot believe it. This is a heartbreaker for MOUZ, who on their map pick after an 8-round T-side, 10-7. They were ready, but not ready enough. And a few what-if rounds, a few what-if moments, kills, that is the deciding factor for OG, and this game should surely be theirs, just with the way it's been going. 6 in a row right now. NEOFRAG 9-5 in opening duels. degster 4-0. Fiku pulling out 1v2s like map 1. One more to find. This flash play is nice, and it actually might work. Frozen needs to go now.
Okay. Now that's the signal. And well,
Molly didn't help.
Molly to displace him and make life miserable, and then forces him into an awkward angle to take that fight and turn from the flash.
Even let Nexa live.
That is a big pickup. Torshi really has been like the one guy trying to make a difference, the one guy trying to keep MOUZ in this. At 25 kills, he's top of the server right now. Still yet to have found a round to show for it.
But even then, like, you're right, he is the biggest player right now, but at the same time, he was also a huge problem for how OG netted this streak on the top site. Again, a contact B play, they're just going to go.
xertioN having a drop down. There's a lot of control out through Monster, but he will respond with the opener. Why not make it two?
Blimey.
Fiku and Nexa have got their work cut out for them here, and they're nowhere near each other. Fiku's only got 30 seconds, and he's left fighting alone down on the lower side of the map. Nexa arriving just a little too late to the scene, and so MOUZ offered up a 13th. They've just got to kind of finish this. They've just got to finish this last man, and they will. Torshi swings out to find him. So that's 13. MOUZ are not out of this one just yet. They've still got some fight left in them.
I would not want to be in the MOUZ team right now. You still feel like anything can come your way from OG. You can't let your guard down for a second. You can't think an angle's clear. There could be 5 players around the corner. Very solid B-hole from xertioN. Had a quieter game in this one after he was the top performer back on Inferno. But comes in with a big 3K on the defense. Still, 2 rounds separate, and OG just came off the back of a 6-round streak, so they are more than ready. They've got more in the tank. That being said, not more in the bank, Harry. OG with now no loss bonus are all inning, full sending. If they lose this without a plant, there could be a problem. And overtime could be a factor. And at that point, who knows what the hell's going to happen. How aggressive do MOUZ want to be? They fight for party. It's a nice change. OG are very much delayed by that second Molotov, and Torshi gets an aid in but won't hang around. degster in connector leaves as well. And this is what we wanted. We wanted the 1-2 punch. We wanted players playing with their teammates instead of just missing these timings on their own.
Yeah, I mean, something else that's even nice here, right? It's like we had that double takeover towards mid of, like, you know, giving that a bit of a look in early, but also down on the B side of the map.
Oh, God.
xertioN just took a little swing out towards short.
Oh.
degster.
He's dead. There's no way he's getting back here. They don't need to let him run.
Yeah, they go swinging him, they go fighting him. Torshi even followed up onto, and that is the red carpet rolled out for an A-take.
Go, go.
Rotates have already completed here. They've already got 2 players up in the site, and that's thanks to that earlier short control getting taken. Frozen holds on with a double. Fiku out through the bathrooms is looking for a way back in. Normally the closer, he's got to open a route into this round, and with flameZ alongside him, they're making it happen. JDC dead to Fiku. OG closed this one out, and we're going to Mirage.
Unbelievable T-side. You got to give it to OG. Nexa's called a great game here. He had almost no kills in that first half. He comes out with 15 at the end and so much impact in the cooling department. I loved some of those dry pops into the B-bomb site and some of those A-walks. We got Banks down on the sideline now to break it down.
Liquid.